Welcome to this channel, The Purpose of Life, Submission to God and Service to Humanity. Hi, thanks for coming to this channel. If you're here for the first time, I'm Dr. Moin, the author of The Purpose of Life. Today I'm going to discuss an important topic, the cosmological evidence of the oneness of God. So I believe that it will give you a lot to think about and ponder on the grand design of this universe and the majesty of its creator. So let me tell you my story. There was a defining moment in my life when my mind was blown by two verses of the Holy Qur'an. These two verses go like this: He who created the seven heavens, one above another, no want of proportion will you see in the creation of Allah, most gracious. So turn your vision again. See you any flaw? Again turn your vision a second time. Your vision will come back to you, dull and discomfited, in a state worn out. I can vividly remember, while patrolling at sea as naval officer, I was often lost in the vastness of the sea, with infinite sky covering it, taking my heart away in a world of fantasy. The magnificent horizon, where the sun and the sky have lost their pride, embracing each other, had fueled my imagination. But after reading these two verses, when I looked at the sky, it was a very different feeling. I was bewildered by the flawless craftsmanship of the grand designer, the planner, the creator of the universe. I felt a sense of guilt for not realizing the signs and signatures that pronounce the majesty of the creator, the Lord of the heavens and the earth. In my book, The Purpose of Life, I have mentioned three principles to contemplate on the oneness of God: the principle of design, the principle of mercy, and the principle of intention. This video covers the principle of design. Although there are many aspects and dimensions of this design principle, we will particularly focus on the perfect symmetry in the design of the universe. Then we will look at the complex functioning of the universe. Then the consistency of the swirling pattern of golden spiral. And last but not the least, the designing of human body. Think about an occasion. You are visiting an art gallery. Will you not be able to identify all the artworks of the same artist by seeing the same signature on any corner of the artworks, even though you do not know her? Likewise, the perfect symmetry in design among the various things in the universe as a whole proves the existence of the one and only designer and the creator of this universe. Think logically. If there were more than one God, we could easily find many inconsistencies in their creations. And every God would like to manifest his individualism through the design of his craft. We are amazed by the beauty of the nature, but how many of us have sincerely pondered about the Creator? Einstein says, try and penetrate with our limited means the secrets of nature, and you will find that behind all the discernible concatenations, there remains something subtle, intangible, and inexplicable. Veneration for this force, beyond anything that we can comprehend, is my religion. To that extent, I am, in point of fact, religious. It is apparent that Einstein was amazed by the creations of the universe. So I invite you to ponder on this. Coming to the functioning of the universe, have you seen any anomaly in the functioning of the sun, moon, earth, celestial objects, and the universe at large? If there were more than one God, there would certainly be conflict in the way the universe functions. In the Quran, Allah says, see in the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the alteration of night and day, There are indeed signs for men of understanding. In this verse, Allah mentioned about a special category of people who ponder. The Arabic word used for them is ulul albab, which means people of intellect. So in your quest to understand the existence of God and the oneness of God, I invite you to pay attention and to ponder on the cosmological signature. Now come to the consistency in the swelling pattern of golden spiral. Have you noticed the consistency in the swelling pattern of golden spiral? Science has discovered an exceptional consistency in the anticlockwise rotation of things in the universe. The moon rotates anticlockwise around the earth. The earth rotates anticlockwise around the sun. The planets rotate anticlockwise in the solar system. The solar system orbits anticlockwise around the galaxy. The galaxies orbit anticlockwise in the space. The blood flows anticlockwise in our body. The electrons flow anticlockwise within the atom. The low pressure rotates anticlockwise in the land or at sea. In the Quran states that it is He who created the night and the day, and the sun and the moon. All these celestial bodies swim along, each in its rounded course. The rotation is also consistent with the tawaf around the Kaaba, a kind of worship that Muslims do during Hajj and Umrah. You can even notice the swelling pattern of golden spiral in the design of the snail shell and in the fingerprints of human being. Now let us look at the designing of human being. Have you ever contemplated on the symmetry of the shapes, sizes, positions, and the proportion of various parts of human body? Aren't they perfectly designed? Although different people look different, there is seamless consistency in their fundamental design, while their differences only manifest their exclusivity. Now you may ponder on this verse of the Quran, where Allah mentions about the perfect designing of human being. There are many verses like this in the Quran that will give you several things to ponder on in your quest of finding the oneness of your Creator. Let us now talk about the DNA, which contains the general information associated with all the living creatures. This is significant evidence for us to realize the oneness of our Creator. Here I want to quote from the book, The Eternal Challenge by Zachariah. Even though living things may outwardly appear to be different, at the generic level, because of their shared Creator, they can be very similar. For example, as human, we share approximately 50% of our DNA with banana trees. We find that the DNA, the blueprint, is shared by all living things across nature. This common design points to a common designer, one creator behind it all. So if you want to find the cosmological evidence of the oneness of God, you can find it anywhere. What you have to do is to have a curious mind and an open heart. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so that whenever I make any video, you won't miss it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.